Hello, welcome to my channel, Dr. Stephania. Thank you so much for finding me here. Hope you're all having a beautiful week, beautiful day so far. If you are new to my channel, I'm a spiritual teacher, intuitive channel, meditation teacher, spiritual guide, and so I'm connecting in with spirit, receiving messages for you for your highest and greatest goods that you may step into your highest timeline of spiritual soul success. So when I say soul success, when we come in and we meet the energy of our day from the intention of source, from the intention of our soul, we get out of our way, we get out of our minds, and we let our soul lovingly guide us, we're going to be in alignment with our highest timeline from the soul's perspective, which guides us to make decisions that are for our highest good and not for our disempowerment. So when we're disconnected from source, we're disconnected from our soul, we're more likely to be making decisions and choices that are not great for us. Okay, so it's really important to nurture that spiritual energy every single day, whatever that means for you. Mindful discipline, practicing your breath work, dropping into short meditations, yoga, being intentional with the soul. So as I was dropping in for this week's message, I was really getting a strong message this morning in meditation that, and this is a line from Seinfeld. I'm a big Seinfeld fan. We are the master of our own domains. The episode, you'll chuckle, but it's actually about, this message is about being our own, governing ourselves from the place of our source, from the place of our soul, and not being so easily swayed and influenced from all the outside environmental energy and the news and the blah, 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 blahs, right? So this message is about listening to the soul, listening to that intuition this week and dropping in and going, okay, yeah. If you're not sure, what's going on and you're doubting, that means you've already... It wouldn't be a Dr. Stephania video if I didn't swipe my microphone over with my hands. Excuse me. So what I was saying was, I lost my train of thought. We want to meet the energy of the day from our unintentional intuitive space, dropping in with how we meet our spiritual practice. So if you don't have a spiritual practice, you may have found this video because it's time for you to start nurturing the soul, nurturing the source of who you are, because who you truly are is a soul, right? So open mind, open heart for this channel. The universe is I was reading my notes here. The universe is demanding from all of us, and this isn't just a weekly message, to be resourceful. Resourcefulness, casting wide nets of expansion. So we're being called to not stay in the same frequency. We're being called to expand. We're being pulled to express and step into new ways of working, new ways of offering our energetic source and power into the collective to heighten the vibration of what is the human collective consciousness, right? And not just for the human collective consciousness, but also for ourselves. And so we want to heal the spiritual sickness of the human collective, which is rampant, right? And so that starts from within ourselves. So when we spend time nurturing our source frequency every single day with prayer, meditation, yoga, intentional living, listening to the intuition. Remember, the minute you start to doubt, you're already out. Your intuition is light, it's fast, it's like that, okay? So resourcefulness, so, and also authenticity. That's that master of our own domains. We're being called to be very authentic from the soul. The fake it till you make it collective is, the time's about to run out, I feel, for a few people. There's something about that I was picking up, that, there are people who've been on the periphery of success who are about to, I feel, come into greater success. Hopefully that's me included. And it's about karma. There's a lot of karma that's being delivered in this time frame. And again, this is like I'm posting this for my weekly, but it really is an overarching, I feel, energy for 2025 as well. And so there's a lot of karma coming up for people. And so I feel, you'll know right away if your karma is good. You'll know right away if you're like, I wonder if it's going to be okay for me. That being said, I actually was getting to, there is a collective of people who have significant blind spot. There's a big blind spot. And that's really true for a lot of people, but not that I'm Debbie Downing, the collective, but you could have the best intention and think but yet there's a huge blind spot of something you're not seeing. There's something that you've been unwilling to see or not ready to work through, or there's something like that. I was really watch out for the blind spots. So this is like a message, like take a minute to drop in. So when you drop in with your source and you start practicing and nurturing your spiritual energy, it starts to reveal itself like, oh, well, maybe I do need to, maybe they are right. Or, if somebody's been saying, you're really bossy, or, you're so opinionated, or it's always your way, or, maybe you need to stop and look and think about what's being said to you. There's something about blind spot stuff coming up that if you haven't worked through the blind spots, the universe is about to deliver, situations, experiences, to help you see them better, because you may have been ignoring them. That's for not everyone. That's just, just take it how it resonates. But there's definitely a message of that coming in. I always like to be positive in my sessions, but there's definitely, I was feeling that for a few of you out there. There's somebody that's going to resonate for. Also, I have to see, I can't read this. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I can't even read my own writing. I jotted this down so quickly, and I don't want to miss this message. Oh, here it is. This is about our minds. So this morning when I was writing my notes for the collective reading today, I was getting a strong message about be careful where your mind goes. So for some of you, again, this isn't, I feel like it's very common. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but there is a message specifically around watch where your mind goes. Your mind, you could catch yourself in your mind's going out thinking about a scenario that's not even happening. It's the scenario that you've got in your head. It's not even real. It's all in your head. So there was something about this coming up, like watch out for where your mind's going, because your mind's taking you to a place that's contributing to anxiety, worry. It's like, you're creating something in your mind it's not even there. It's a worry. So I was getting a specific message. I was like, I feel like it happens a lot with people where your mind goes out and you start thinking and going over what could go wrong or whatever. And so this message is be careful. Be careful. Be mindful of where your mind's going. Be mindfully aware. Watch your thoughts. We have the power to shift our thoughts. So if our mind is going somewhere, the spirit is saying, be careful. Don't do that. Shift your thoughts into being present to the presence. Because remember, we signal our future by how we're resting and aligning in our now moment. Okay, so watch the thoughts. If your thoughts are taking you out, say, no, thank you. That's your ego-based mind. Bring it back to the presence and, be in the energy of source, okay? The other thing I was getting, and then I'm going to look at the oracles to see if anything, what's coming up for us. But I was getting, and I feel like this is not necessarily this week, but it could be just before the end of this month, a yay moment. It's like, yay! So there's something about like a last minute surprise or a last minute like, oh, that's awesome. So it could be like a Christmas miracle. It's like I was getting this strong energy of like, oh, just when you think, all the shit's going to hit the fan and everything's going to fall apart. Spirit's like, hold up. There's a last minute surprise coming up here. And I was getting this strong message. I was like, yay, I'll claim that. So look out for that. I really love that. And I also feel too, like, God often does work in such a way where we think like, oh, when is it ever going to get better? Like, it's never going to happen. And then in the final hour, like, something flies in and it's like, yes. And God does that, the creation of all that is, to show us how amazing, she is, right? So that we can trust and have faith. When our timeline isn't exactly aligning in the way we want, God steps in and says, hold up, I've got you. And so that was a nice message coming in there. So look out for that. Just when you think it's all over, it's never happening, and I'm getting my spirit tingles as I say that, it's coming in. And that happens to me a lot, where I'm like, come on, let's get this going. And then like, it'll happen. And then I just laugh. And so, thank you for that. I'm just going to say thank you. I feel very strongly Archangel Michael on the scene, 11, 12, which those are numbers that are significant to me. So it's funny. So let us look at the oracle and see what's coming up for us for our highest and greatest good. Now I'm going to move this microphone over so I don't swipe it down again. Hopefully you can still hear me. Now, the oracle, the tarot, the oracle. Oh, there's the sun. It just flew out. Solar plexus. I like to say that's the sun. So this is you stepping into your power. Authentically stepping into your power and being aligned with your highest timeline, being confident, being purposeful, being intentional. Number 3 there. And I would also say too, as I'm looking at that card, I'm really drawn to just feeling like, make sure you're getting your vitamin D and just spending like a few minutes with the sun. I often, when I'm walking my dog, I'll often just stop and connect with the sun at a cross light and just like soak it in. So let the sun shower you. There's the waiting game. Something you've been waiting for. Going around and around. I feel like that's connected to that last minute message, okay? Around good news coming in. So let's see, Spirit, what do we have for us for our highest timeline of success, joy, and happiness? And so it is. Blah, blah. We have got mental conflict. What was I saying earlier in my channeled message? I was getting, watch your thoughts. Your thoughts are going to take you out. Don't let them do that. When we connect to the cosmic mind of God, our higher mind, our higher source mind, our intuition, we will always feel empowered, never disempowered. So you got to watch those thoughts. Oh, there's partnership and alliances coming in, and fertility. So that's all about abundance. Partnership and abundance. So this is all, and this could also be too partnership with your higher self. So connecting with that higher part of you, that best version of you, letting go of the worry, stress, letting your soul come in. And so it could be that, but it also, for some of you, could definitely be partnerships and alliances. And fertility is all about, potentially, so you could have birthing a new baby, but it's also about creativity, abundance, creation, and alignment. So partnerships could yield significant and there's the throat chakra card, the communication. So, this is all about you expressing yourself, being positive, being authentic in your communication, positive movement forward, and accelerated motion. And look, prosperity begins. Yay! Okay. Amazeballs. And yes, I just said amazeballs. Somebody out there, who you are, you're going to make fun of me for saying that, and I love you for it. So positive movement forward, accelerated motion, prosperity begins. I feel like this is really connected so much to you getting out of your head, standing in your power, expressing yourself authentically, partnerships, creativity, abundance, positive movement forward, accelerated motion, prosperity begins. It's all amazing. Okay. So, but you got to let go of your thoughts, watch your thoughts, heal those blind spots, step into your source frequency, your soul frequency, If you want to check out my Soul Glow course, I've got the link below. It's an online course where you can just take it at your own pace. Lots of teachings in there, meditations, healings to help you connect with your source. Feel free to click the link below to book a private session with me. And I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Have a beautiful day, and namaste.